got so much fucking design on right now.
Chilling confession unveiled, Yu Menglong's manager arrested in Taiwan, the horrifying truth exposed. What if I told you that the mystery surrounding the sudden death of Yu Menglong isn't just a tragic accident, but the tip of an iceberg so dark, so deeply buried, that the world is only now beginning to glimpse what lies beneath? What if I told you that his manager, the man meant to protect him, is now behind bars in Taiwan, and his confession is unraveling a web of manipulation, coercion, and cover-up that has shaken the entertainment world to its core? This is the story of the arrest, the confession, and the truth that many feared but few dared speak. Hold on tight, K-drama family. The world of your favorite celebrities is unfolding before your eyes, and every moment is more breathtaking than the last. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications right now, because trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. The arrest that stopped the internet late one night, Taiwanese authorities quietly arrested the man known publicly as Yu Menglong's manager. A low-profile figure until now, whose name was seldom written outside credits and contracts. Yet behind closed doors, his role was far more sinister than the world believed. According to leaks and insider whispers, during the interrogation he raised his voice for the first time and delivered 3 words that shattered the facade: "It wasn't an accident." That confession sent shockwaves through online forums, entertainment networks, and the hearts of millions of fans. Because if those words are true, everything we thought we knew about Yu Menglong's fate is wrong. The confession that frozen hearts in the interrogation tape, a video now circulating in fragments. The manager trembles as he speaks. He resisted. They threatened him. He didn't fall, they made him fall. Every word carries weight. The leak suggests that Yu Menglong was under extreme pressure, contracts that bound him like debt, figures demanding obedience, threats made in hushed tones. When he tried to break free, the chain of events turned brutal. Inside information claims he was forced into signing life-destroying deals. Evidence of abuse existed: bruises, frantic late-night calls, ominous photos. They staged his fall to look like an accident or intoxication to cover up something far worse. And now, with the manager arrested, pieces are starting to surface. Experts are watching closely, lawyers are already drawing parallels to crimes far beyond entertainment. A building of secrets. The incident occurred on September 11, 2025, when Yu Menglong fell from a Beijing residential building. The official verdict: an accident, intoxication, misstep. But many noticed oddities. The building's window had protective mesh. The time between the fall and the investigation's public closure was astonishingly short. Friends and team members were unusually silent. A rumored USB containing evidence vanished. Now the manager's confession suggests all these irregularities point to one thing: a cover-up. The Taiwan connection. Why Taiwan? According to reports, the manager fled or maintained hidden ties in Taiwan, which is now investigating whether he used the island as a safe haven amid escape routes and shell companies. Legal analysts in Taiwan say if the allegations hold, coercion, deprivation of freedom, evidence tampering, the charges could be enormous. Taiwanese lawyer Yan Ruiqing stated, if 6 people were involved, sentences could total 500 years. For a case of a falling actor to escalate into potential mass criminal exposure, it's unprecedented. The network of unanswered questions. Why did the official investigation conclude so quickly? Just 12 hours after the incident, the verdict of no criminal elements was announced. Where is the USB? Rumors say it contained contract records, blackmail threats, or offshore deposits. How many others were involved? Online insider lists mention 17 names tied to a network of exploitation in the industry. Why have so many other talents under the same manager's umbrella died, disappeared, or vanished quietly? Fans already point to a pattern. The human cost for Yu Menglong's fans. The story is heartbreaking. A beloved actor, known for his kindness, his quiet generosity, his light. And now, perhaps, a victim. His mentor, Sun Durong, said he dreamt of you, looking pure, but deeply wronged. The calls for justice are louder than ever. Netizens chant, he didn't fall. He was broken by them. Why this matters: this isn't just another celebrity tragedy. It's about power, exploitation, silence, and the cost of speaking truth to that power. When someone with the manager's access confesses, publicly, on tape, the entire system trembles. Contracts, agencies, industry gatekeepers, no one is untouched. And for fans, it's a wake-up call. The tools of fandom, hashtags, edits, speculations, now carry responsibility. Because the story isn't just about entertainment anymore. It's about accountability. The next chapter with the manager in Taiwanese custody, investigations are expanding. Offshore accounts are reportedly frozen. Sponsors are quietly pulling contracts. International media are now asking about whether this is an isolated case, or a clue to a larger network of abuse in the entertainment world. Yu Menglong's death may have been the trigger. What follows could reshape the industry. The final word in the cold facts of the case: a fall, a quick verdict, a grieving family. The manager's confession adds a new horizon. Two simple words: I confess. And behind them, a world that wants the truth. A world that refuses to let a star fade quietly. The artist is gone. But what he might have uncovered, what he may have tried to expose, is just beginning to be revealed. Because now, the question isn't what happened to Yu Menglong? It's who is going to answer for it. And in that, the world is watching. The investigation expands, others will fall the day after the arrest. Authorities confirm that the manager's confession was not isolated. According to law enforcement sources, the confession named 3 other individuals, all connected to a shadow network of producers, investors, and middlemen who had quietly shaped careers from behind the curtain. In his statement, the manager said something chilling: he found out too much. He wanted out. That's why they turned on him. Those words, now echoed across headlines, reopened a wound many thought had been sealed. Suddenly, Yu Menglong's fall no longer looked like a single tragedy. It looked like the collapse of a system, a carefully constructed empire built on fear and silence. The leaked interrogation, what the cameras captured 2 days later, a short clip from the interrogation leaked online. It wasn't long, but it was enough to send shockwaves through millions of viewers. In the grainy footage, the manager sits hunched forward, face pale, voice trembling. They told me to keep him quiet. I didn't know it would go this far. We were told to destroy the files. The ones he kept hidden on that USB. The mention of the USB immediately reignited one of the most haunting questions surrounding Yu Menglong's death: the mysterious device said to contain recordings, contracts, and evidence of threats. Netizens remembered the photos of a black flash drive found near the scene, one police initially dismissed as unrelated. Now, that same USB had become the most sought-after piece of evidence in Asia. Public outcry, justice for Menglong. Within hours, the world reacted. Fans flooded the streets of Beijing, Taipei, and Seoul holding candles and photos of Yu Menglong. They weren't just mourning a lost star, they were demanding answers. The hashtag Justice for Menglong trended globally. Petitions for a full international investigation reached millions of signatures within a single day. In one viral clip, a tearful fan stood outside the courthouse holding a placard that read, "If truth dies, then so do all the dreams he inspired." That phrase became a rallying cry, printed on shirts, banners, and countless online posts. The world response international outlets picked up the story. CNN Asia, BBC, NHK, all ran special features on what they called the Menglong case. Public pressure mounted on both mainland and Taiwanese authorities to cooperate across borders. Meanwhile, fans continued their digital campaign, turning Yu Menglong's old interviews into tributes. In one resurfaced clip, he smiles shyly and says, "Fame fades fast. But truth lasts forever." Those words, once a simple quote, now felt prophetic. The new beginning, hope after darkness. Weeks after the arrest, a quiet memorial was held in Shanghai. Friends, colleagues, and fans gathered under candlelight. There were no speeches, only silence, the sound of rain, and the faint echo of one man's laughter playing from an old interview on a projector. In that moment, it wasn't about celebrity. It wasn't about gossip or scandal. It was about truth, a truth that refused to stay buried. And as the final candle flickered, one fan whispered into the night, they tried to silence him. But in the end, his story spoke louder than ever.